Yo, not everything is as it seems. You feel me?
Yay! What is up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. I don't know what that noise was. Something's wrong with the thing, but
We had a
what
beat
is?
playing. I thought we was about to have a audio track in the background of the podcast. I ain't know if you was trying something new or not, bro.
Maybe one day, but like I think people want to actually hear our voices as well. So that's a good thing. How was your weekend, bro? Because this week was a big release day, wasn't it? Let's just be honest. Like it was one of the sneakers of the year. I reckon it will be one of the contenders of sneakers of the year. How did your weekend go, bro?
It was good though. I was on the verge all the way up until not the last minute, the minute before the last minute, but all is well.
All is well. You was saying last week that you were actually scared that you was gonna miss out on this release because you had it in hand, and every release you had in hand. We're talking about the White Cement 3, guys. Every
Yeah.
sneaker Q has had previews of before release date, like I'm talking months preview of. You actually got, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm talking PSG fours. I actually had to pay resale for those, unfortunately, but I
Yeah.
got them. Um, talking about um, the Carolina, the UNC fours, um, Electro Orange ones, Pollen ones, like a lot of stuff I
Oh
had
yeah.
in hand.
I know you from the pollen ones, bro. Because I remember that basically we was doing lives on Instagram. Me and E were doing lives on Instagram with a lot of people, and then E goes, "There's this guy called 808 Kicks ATL. He's got like an early look at the pollens." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Was it pollens or taxis? You had taxis in hand as well early, so I
No, no,
remember
no, no,
that
no, 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 not taxi. Taxi what?
taxi ones.
No, it was the pollen.
I
It was the pollen.
okay, well, so yeah, I thought it was taxis as well, but obviously pollens. And then you came on the live, you showcased it to me, and then we got talking, and literally history is history, bro. We're here today, sitting today.
Wait a minute. We knew each other then already.
We did not like we do now. It
Not like we
grew.
do now. No, no, no.
Yeah,
Not like we do
it
now.
was acquaintances where rather than calling each other up for like hours talking about stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
That
was
came
it
that
was
came shortly after. Actually, it was the
yeah.
Electro Orange where we had a real I think that was one of our first real long conversations around the Electro Orange
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
actually on location when I had the pollen and showed you, but I brought the Electro Orange back to the studio and we chopped it up about that one. So,
No, I,
but
I think I think we also chopped it up about the pollens. No, no, me. It was me, you, and E on a live, not on a call on Instagram, and you pulled out the pollens. You actually had them. You actually had them in hand, like in back in your home. I'm pretty sure. I
yeah,
remember that vaguely.
it was probably a month early, maybe.
Yeah, 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 bro. I'm gonna say like I've known you for so long. It's getting confusing how I actually met you. So and that's a good thing.
Well, no, 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 no. I will never forget. We met through, and I shout out to Mr. V. I actually saw Mr. V again at the same
Again.
mall where I first met him in person. I saw him again. This time we didn't get to conversate in person, but we ended up having a conversation after the fact. Um, because he was in I'm sorry, Mr. V. I'm gonna tell the people what you told me. So we were both at the mall at Stonecrest Mall picking up reimagined threes, and he had to go to the bathroom. And I was in the food court. The bathroom is on the back side of the food court. I'm sitting in the food court eating because it was a long line
Yeah.
at Foot Locker where I had to pick up. So I said, I'm gonna let the line die down. I was hungry. So I said, I'm gonna eat, sit there for 10, 15 minutes and eat, let the line die down. And this guy walks by and it was a green hat. But I saw him from the side view. I said, is that Vaughn? and I didn't say nothing. I pulled out my phone and DM'd him, but he didn't see it until hours later. So I did see
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
V again. I saw him, but he didn't see me at the same mall that we saw each other for the first time.
And by the way, shout to
But it
Vaughn
was
Saber.
yes, it was Mr. V that introduced us because I was looking for the K54 5.
Yeah, and that's and I was able to cop two, but I didn't send them to you or Mr. Miller because they were too expensive to import, and I got taxed on it because it came from Europe, and I hate Brexit.
Yeah, we all hate Brexit. It was like it would have ended up being over 400 for
Yeah,
me and Mr. Miller both.
398, 400. And I was like, I'm refusing to send this to you. And you was like, why, bro? Like, so because I'm not gonna. Even though I got the shoe, I'll take the hit because I'd rather take the hit than give it to you and pass on. I don't want to put somebody's tastes out like in terms of like, oh yeah, I could have got it, and but I had to pay for this guy because it's almost like resale. I'm not gonna do that, bro. I can't do that to
Well,
the brother.
fair to be fair, and I appreciate you. You know, that's the type of person you are. That's the type of people we try to be in this community. We try to be the good guys in the community, which is very
Yeah,
difficult because sometimes we finish last. But the fact that you refused to send me the shoe, which would have been retail,
yeah. It's a
it was
retail
the
purchase.
shipping. Yeah,
Let's break this down, guys. Right. So if you live in the UK or if you live anywhere in the States or in Europe, you are going to get taxed if your countries don't have a trade agreement. So basically, you will get taxed, the company's tax, but and the country's tax, and all of that, and for the merchandise on the value of the merchandise. So in respect to that, I did purchase the K54 5s for retail. They were about 190 retail in terms of euros, and then they taxed me another £70, which comes up to 80 or 85 euros on top of the sneaker, which then added to the cost of the sneaker. Then I had to get the sneaker to Q, which is another £35. So automatically, it's going to cost Q another £105 more for the sneaker, which actually really theoretically came that up to like 295 to £300,
but
and convert that to dollars.
pounds. Yeah,
Convert that
that
to
would have
dollars.
been 300 pounds. Let's just go with 300. That would have been almost 400 pounds. I mean, almost
Exactly.
$400.
And I said that to you, I said that to Mr. Miller, and I said that to you. I am not going to give you this because it's cost me this much. And both of you were like, "Oh, fork." And then I was like, "Yep." And I'll look for you. I'll look for replacements in terms of where you can get it in terms of different reputable markets. And then I found you collect, which was
Yeah,
probably the cheapest you could get it. And I was
I
like, "Bro,
paid
just take that."
302.
And yeah, you literally saved $95 to $100 from. I took the hit. I don't mind taking a hit. I'm not that type of person that. I'm not a walkover, but I do the sensible thing. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah,
tax somebody for a sneaker. Like no, that's not fair. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll keep one and I'll custom one, which I've done. So I've got both of those pairs. One's a black pair now, one's a white pair, and one's a black pattern pair, one's a white pair. So that's I've kept, and I thought, you know what, that's respectable because at the end of the day, I don't want. And this is the first time I've met you and Mr. Miller by that time. I don't want to do something like that, and you feel a certain way. And I was like, because to me, my word and my reputation, it means everything to me. So if I get my words right, and I don't want you to feel like yeah. Let me get my words out, and I don't want you to feel like I've conned you or something like that because it always feels like a con, bro. Like I'll
yeah.
got your retail purchase and you pay $400 for it. Nah, no, no, no.
Well, it was 100% understandable. I knew the situation. Brexit was still fairly new at the time. Our relationship was new at the time, so I understand where you were coming from. I was more or less willing to go ahead and do it, but once you let me know that I could get it cheaper on collect, that was the best move. And you end up getting a dope custom out of it too.
Yeah,
You did return
exactly.
one of them, didn't you?
No, I got both of them.
I thought you had three.
No, I had two.
Okay, okay, cool.
I wait for my third pair, but lessons learned because obviously that sneaker sat around after a while. It literally dropped and it sat around. And lessons learned, you take the hit and you move on. And the thing what we do here and what me and Q do all the time is we duck and roll. So if somebody tries to hook you left hook, right hook, uppercut, you duck and roll, and you keep moving, and we will find the best deals as we can. And bro, I'm gonna say, the White Cement 3 release this weekend was dope. But you copped how many pairs? 3 pairs, I think.
Two. I needed
Two.
I needed three, but I ended up with two. There was potential for an assist because I ended up having a flake out situation on that second pair. I've never had such a hard time trying to get rid of such a hyped release.
Bro, look, tell me, bro, tell me how my release went.
Yeah.
My release went.
Luckily, thankfully, through the grace of goodness, we have people that are willing to look out for us,
Yeah.
and you ended up getting a pair through a lookout, right?
Yeah, yes and no. Okay, cool. My weekend was blessed. I'm gonna say karma is a very big thing,
Oh man, I
and
don't, see you gonna talk
I'm
about what I don't even want to hear that, bro. Go tell, just tell them your story. I'm gonna mute my headphones.
karma is an amazing thing because I'm gonna say one thing. Shout out to everybody that I know on Instagram. That's the main platform I use, but most likely. TikTok, I just kind of give some guidance and stuff like that. But shout out to everybody that's on TikTok, on Instagram. I took the L. I took L after L after L. It was L City. Forget Rack City. It was L
El
City for me.
Segundo.
Yeah,
you,
El
you was El
Gondo. El
you was
Gondo.
you was El Capitan.
No, 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 no. It was El No Capitan because no Capitan. I'm not getting his white cement freeze. That's what
No,
happened to me.
that's what I'm saying. You El Capitan.
Yep.
Emphasis
Um,
not EL, just big L. El
Big
Capitan.
L. So I didn't basically I struck out on every single raffle you could imagine. I put in for I struck out on. My missus went in, Scott went in, Dell went in. A lot of people went in. Mike, shout out to Mike Lipson's list. He actually went in, L after L after L, and you know what happened after that? Everybody that I pretty much talked to responsively, like on Instagram, they just put out Love Kick Customs is a size 10. I had message after message after message and story after story after story. That was humbling, bro. I was like, whoa, sheesh.
Yo,
That's
yo.
crazy. That's
Let me
crazy. A
let
lot
me
of
let
people
me
looked
say
out.
this. let me say this, man. Round of applause for all the bros,
Yeah.
all the sisters, like all the shoe dogs out there that looked out for TJ. He look out for so many people, man. Rarely do we get to look out for him because he gets his hands on most of the stuff that he wants. So I'm just happy people was able to look out for you.
I
I
had
guarantee you, a lot of people felt good about trying to help you get that sneaker.
Yeah, it's good. And the thing is, I can tell you another bonus. I have two. I have three bonus features to this. So this is like a game show. Three bonus features to this. Number one, I dropped on Foot Patrol in the UK. I had one of the sisters basically dropped me a message saying what's my number and my email and all of that stuff. She tried to cop out for me. She tried to cop for me. And I randomly just messaged me. So I called her. I think she called me and we just had a quick discussion while she was trying, and it obviously didn't go through, which is fine. Bonus clip number two. Jenny might have a pair, so I need to check. I need to chase up. Shout out to BH Taylor. I need to chase that up because there potentially was a size 9 floating or double up for a size 9
Oh,
floating.
okay. So BH Taylor been active on some of my posts a little bit lately. I don't even know this person. They just
He's he's dope. I met him I met him on a couple of occasions. I met him on the sneakers Dave event as well. He's dope guy.
okay. Shout
He
out to
so
him.
much respect for him. Yeah, so he might have a. I need to chase that up after this podcast. He might have Jenny's double up for Jenny size 9, which is amazing. I'm a bit sad I couldn't cop for E because obviously it was tough for me.
Yeah,
So but hopefully the bro the resale is nothing on it like on this
it's
sneaker.
going down.
It's
I had a conversation with E. because I tried to work out a situation for him with my second pair, but it ended up not working out. But as I looked at the resale, it was going down by the hour.
Yep.
So, and he is coming to the States at some point in the near future. So hopefully, him and Polo
He'll
will
get
be
it.
able to work out something.
He'll get it. He'll get it. I think that's this, bro. This the release for this is fire red free release. This is she should have been a fire red free release. I think a lot of people went for it because it's a classic silhouette, but or classic colorway as well. But also, I think a lot of people were kind of hoping that the price would jump up, like the lost and founds. And I think the white cement free is like an indication of what could happen for future reimagined releases, because I don't think a lot of people have faith in it anymore, because they were hoping that it was going to do Chicago numbers. I think they were hoping once it releases, it was going to do Chicago numbers, which it didn't. Which it
Yeah,
didn't.
the resellers really took a L on this one.
Yo. Celebrate good
Yeah,
times.
no,
Come
it's a good thing. It's a good thing, bro. It's a good thing. However, that didn't stop them from copying. And there
Yep.
were so many raffles, bro. At one point, there were over 70 raffles
Yep.
that I could enter myself. Some
It was a
were
big release. It was a
yeah,
big release.
some were overseas, but we were hearing complaints about low stock numbers and whatnot. I would never believe another stock number post ever in my life,
No.
bro.
No. Don't believe Instagram stock numbers. They lie to you because they want to sell you a sneaker. If they want to sell you a product, you will get sold a product through a lie. By the way, shout out to AJ in Chicago, because did you see his pickups?
I did not.
Do you want to see his pickups? I can quickly pull this up, bro.
Hold on.
AJ in Chicago went in, bro. Like he picked up at least about 6 or 7 pairs, bro.
Well, he's in Chicago, so he got prime real estate for picking up Jordans.
Exactly. That's the epicenter of everything, if I'm
It
honest.
is.
Because, like, AJ, shout out to you, bro. Because that was a great pickup. And I'm gonna try and pull this post up, guys. Is it in his stories? Is it in his stories? Maybe it's in his stories. Yes, it is in his stories. Okay, let me just quickly share the screen before it goes. Uh, Look at this, bro. Look at that, bro. Look at that, bro. Hold on.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs. All right.
And a shout to the bro, because that's dope. I think he went in for every raffle, and every raffle he won, and that's the reason why he's got like.
That's the beauty of living in Chicago, bro. Y'all, the people in Chicago will get more pairs of any Jordan that releases in the US than any other place, bro. Unless it's like a exclusive
Yeah.
collab or something like that.
But you want to hear? Do you want to hear the third bonus point? The third bonus point.
What you got?
I ended up picking up the Amman Year 12's white pair.
Yeah, that's the part I ain't want to hear. That's the part I ain't want to hear. And you got the white one. You got the one I wanted. So I'm happy. I'm happy that you got it, but I'm a little sad that I didn't. But it's okay.
Yeah.
L's come, L's go. I had to smell like a on year 12 on that one.
Yeah, but yeah, here we go. I'm gonna say I was gonna raise this in the podcast as well, guys. Go and check out Q's account on Instagram, 808 kicks underscore ATL, and you'll find something we've been discussing for 2 years, that we came out in one of the Instagram lives. Shout out to the bro Dell, because he basically coined the phrase. Let's just say,
Yeah.
he came up with it on the live, and it was like a light bulb just went on in my brain, your brain, and Dell's brain, and it was like, yo, smell like your L. Smell like your L. If you missed the release, if you took the like rejection on the sneakers app and any of your app, if you want to smell like your favorite sneaker, get the L cologne. Smell like your L.
Cologne and perfume. It's unisex. Unisex fragrance. Yeah.
Because we care about the small feet gang too.
Yeah, it's for everybody, bro. Kids.
Yo,
it's for everybody.
Guys, if we are able to ever bring it into fruition, we will bring this into fruition. I'm talking about a legitimate Jordan 1, Jordan 2, Jordan 3 fragrance from the inside of your boot. If we're able to ever bring that together, we will sell this product for you.
Yo, we 19 and a half minutes in. Shout out to everybody for tuning in.
Yeah,
All the
that's the one, bro.
bros, all the sisters. Make sure y'all subscribe to Love Kicks Customs on YouTube and 808 Kicks ATL on YouTube. Follow the bro Love Kicks Customs on IG and follow myself 808 Kicks ATL underscore ATL on IG.
Yep.
Yo, let's
And
do
all the
some
audio
topics, bro.
platforms. Yeah, and all
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
audio
yeah, yeah,
platforms
yeah.
as well.
iHeart,
Literally,
iTunes, um,
everywhere. Apple Pod,
Spotify.
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of the big ones. Yeah, just go and check us out. I'm actually uploading constantly, so we're nearly catching up. We're nearly about 20 episodes in, so we've got another couple of months, and we'll be back with regular scheduling up to 58. And as soon as we drop the podcast, there'll be audio channels, audio going out straight as well every week. But yes, it is quick fire round. Let's go into quick fire round, bro. What have you got today?
You tell me. You call it out. I'll pull it up. How about that?
Mario Boots, bro. Mario Boots. Let's talk about this
Oh my
Mario
god.
situation.
Oh
Did you see my
my
sneaker news, bro?
god.
It's me,
I did.
Mario.
I did. I knew something told me you was gonna do that. I said he gonna do the he gonna do the Mario voice.
I had to, bro. I had to.
Yo. Okay, so what is this fact? Is this fact? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't remember what company. What's the
Oh,
name of the
this
company,
is
bro?
Red Wing. This is Red Wing, guys. So Red Wing have got together with Nintendo, and basically, they've created this Mario boot, and this Mario boot is actually dope. I'm gonna say this is dope because this is if you play
What?
Mario Brothers and all of the games, hey,
You say it's dope?
yeah, of course it's dope.
As what?
Dope as a memorabilia, dope as a
Okay,
collector's
okay,
item,
okay,
dope as
okay.
bro. I'm not even thinking about putting this on feet. This is everything to do with mischief. Yo, mischief. You opened the Pandora's box to this. I'm not
No,
even
bro.
joking.
We gave Mischief they flowers on the past couple episodes.
Yes,
They did it, bro. They did it. They are
they.
now being copied. So the Astro Boy, the big red boot, everybody call him the Astro Boy, but it's the Mischief big red boot. You know what? I wonder how long this took to put together, and if they knew that Mischief was doing the big red boot when they started making this.
I think they did. I think they would have because basically the Nintendo and by the way, this Nintendo Mario boot is to do with the movie. This is
Yeah,
basically celebrating the movie that's coming out. I'm
Mario
excited for that
Brothers
movie as well.
movie.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm excited for that 100%. And this is going to kind of come out with that. They've done the advertisements to this as well. So they've had a long lead time to get this out. I think this was on the pipeline anyway. And I think it coincided with the Big Red Boot, but the Big Red Boot came out way before. And bro, like I'm gonna say I've seen Dragon Ball boots, bro. I've seen Dragon Ball boots. I've seen other things that are simmering. I'm telling you, Mischief might have just opened the door to a lot of memorabilia cosplay items because that industry is huge, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is gonna be a reoccurring thing, I think, for the next year or so. We'll see how long it lasts. We'll see
No, no,
how
no,
limited these products are. But Mischief definitely opened that box.
bro. I think that box was simmering to open anyway, and they just needed somebody to open it because I think this Mario boot was already in the works. But I do believe we'll see more of this in the next 5 years. I don't think it's gonna go away. I don't think it's gonna go away.
We'll see if this actually gets a release. I didn't do much research on this. I just thought it was hilarious when I saw it. I instantly thought of the big red boot. I hadn't read any articles. I said I'm just gonna wait and I'm gonna take the information as it comes because I don't want to delve too deep into what's going on here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
dope. It's funny. I mean, people that collect Nintendo things. Yo, I saw a reel before we get off this boot. I saw a reel the other day where a guy has it looked like a 75 inch TV that was cased inside of a giant Switch. It looks like a giant Nintendo Switch on his wall. And the sides open up just like a Switch does. The bottom comes out, and he has every single Nintendo console, home console, attached to this giant switch on his wall, bro. He gonna have these boots.
I'm
That
gonna I'm gonna
dude
say one thing.
needs these.
I'm gonna say one thing. That's my unfortunate curse at this moment in time because my missus saw it. My missus is a huge Nintendo fan, and she loves every single except for the latest versions. She loves everything. She didn't like the Nintendo Q. Was it the Q or the
GameCube.
basic GameCube? Yeah, no, not the GameCube. There's another one. The between the Wii. It came out. It was like a Nintendo U. Sorry, that's the Nintendo U. She
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
like that at all. But like she loves Nintendo and she doesn't like what direction they're going at this moment in time. But that's another whole matter. But when she saw that, she just looked at me with these cute cat eyes and she said, "Please, one day." I said, "Chelsea, oh, please, one day can we get a bigger place and in that place can I have my own room with this little setup? I would love to."
Yes,
Well, yes, yes.
yes.
One day potentially, bro. She loves that. She loves all of that. She loves all of that. I know what you're talking about, and she loves all of that.
That's
So
what's up.
unfortunately, that's what's up. Yeah. Next up, CFO of StockX is leaving, bro. The
Oh
chief
Lord.
financial officer. More drama, more chaos in the StockX world. I wanted to, there's another thing. There's another side note to this as well, which we discuss after this. But what do you think? John Kayla is leaving.
Kaylee,
Kaylee. Yeah.
however you say his
So
last name, the
so
CFO of StockX. Now, um, I did a little bit of research on this. This guy came from Shutterfly.
okay.
Shutterfly is um, a stock image, stock video site.
Okay.
Um, this happens all the time in business. People with high ranking positions that want to get promoted often leave one great business to go to another great business to get more money, to have more control, more or less responsibility, depending on the job title. I don't. I want to say he's leaving StockX because of the perception of the company at this time, but I can't be sure about that. Maybe he got another job that pays more and is more to his liking. Maybe the backlash from the sneaker community has something to do with it, but he may or may not be a sneaker person. We don't know that. I've never seen this guy talk on an interview or heard his name ever before.
He's helped StockX kind of upscale over the last 4 years massively, and so I think it's a big loss for them. And I think personally, we know resales not dying. It's on in cardiac arrest. Let's just say that
It's
at
on
the
the
moment.
decline.
It's on the decline. So we know that, and I think this is the consequences of we've upscaled it to a point where it's not worth upscaling it any more than we can because there's no benefit to it at this moment in time. When that benefit happens, when resale goes back up again, then there might be worth getting more people in. But I think this is definitely the consequence of there's no mobility to increase the company in terms of the reach for it because it's maximized its reach at this moment in time.
Until
So
April
let's
4th.
stabilize. Yep. Until the Air movie comes up. But yeah, but I think this is a big loss to them personally because obviously the John has actually helped them to upscale massively since the startup. So that's a huge loss.
Now, I also, you mentioned a side note. I also have a side note to this because Scott Coulter,
I know what you're gonna say because I was gonna raise the same thing. Go on, bro.
Scott Coulter went on the
Yep.
Complex Sneaker podcast
Yep.
and he was giving it up. I don't know how much of what he said I want to believe. They
Bro.
did not mention the CFO stepping down. I don't know
No.
when they recorded it, but he said a
He's
lot.
bro, I'm gonna say he's getting this yellow boot. He's definitely getting this yellow boot, right? Because he basically implicated it, not he didn't say it, but he implied that Nike pushed through fakes just to make sure they got sold, and then they could kind of say they sold fakes. He implied it.
He did you watch
Implied it.
did you watch the podcast?
I've watched bits and pieces of it, but yeah, he
I
kind
watched
of
I
implied.
watched it in full yesterday. I wanted it to be fresh, as fresh as possible on my mind. I should have watched some more of it this morning, but he didn't. He was asked if Nike planted fakes because that was the rumor. And he denied. He denied everything, bro. And this guy's good. This guy made me. I hate StockX, right?
Yeah,
He kind of made me understand from a business perspective anyway, not from a sneakerhead's perspective, but from a business perspective. He explained things in a way that it made sense to me, and
yeah,
I kind of had to shoot StockX a little bit of bail. However, I do think there were some untruths in what he was saying. So I'm not going back to, you know, being a fan of StockX like I was when they first came out, but that guy's good. I mean, he Scott Cutler. I said Cole to the first to Scott Cutler has that position at StockX for a reason. He's good. He is good. And it wasn't until Brendan Dunn pointed out the fact that he never said the word fake or Nike.
yeah.
He then said, "Well, yeah, fake. I could, no, bro. You've been spending this whole interview. You never said the word fake the whole time they were talking to him until they brought it up. This
Yep.
guy's good, bro. He's good.
I remember the first ever stage interview he did with to introduce StockX to all of us. Was he? What was he wearing? He was wearing black cement freeze, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember that vividly. I
He
can't.
was
I
he
have
was
to.
he was wearing Tom Sachs, the Marjar 2.0 on the Complex podcast, and he claims that his sneaker history dates back to the Adidas Top 10 when he was in school playing basketball and they were hard to get because at $65 his parents couldn't afford it back then. So he claims to be an actual part of the sneaker community. He claims to buy and sell on StockX, which I don't know how I feel about that. He also claims to take L's on the sneakers app.
Yeah, yeah,
So he, like I said, he good, bro. Yeah, I think his talking points were rehearsed. Um, I think he's a good businessman based on his presentation on that show.
yep.
And that's pretty much where I'm at with it. I just feel like he's a high level businessman and he knows how to spin it.
Yeah, I remember very vividly when he actually first introduced StockX to the mass public, and he was on stage. I think he was. I definitely think he was wearing Jordan 3 what black cements,
And
and
he came from StubHub, which is owned by eBay.
yeah,
So he's
yeah.
now working for the competition of the company that he used to work for.
Yeah, yeah. But I the way he came across in the interview, it's almost like he didn't want to say Nike, he didn't want to say any names or interviews or stuff like that. But he basically kind of just potentially implied.
Yeah. So um yeah, man, StockX, they doing their best to get back in the good graces of sneakerhead. And I think that's
Yeah,
this press situation. I won't call it a press run, but I think that was his whole reason for going on this complex sneaker podcast to try to restore some faith to the sneaker community about StockX.
yeah, yeah. I truly believe that because obviously Nike's still got a court case against them and they're still kind of going after them. So I think it's a saving grace for him to do some. I would call it propaganda to actually make sure everybody
Yeah,
thinks focuses on StockX in the right way. His mannerisms said a lot for him in that podcast because I think
yeah,
I think the way the what if even if you deny, you can tell from the body language what you actually want to imply. You can deny, but you still imply, and that's the situation we got from that. That's what I looked at it because I'm a good body reader as well. So I know when reading from somebody's mannerisms, you can kind of work out what they're trying to, what kind of attitude they're coming across with, or what the actual true meaning is. And that's what I got from that, to be honest. Like it was more like, yeah, no, 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 no. But I was like, but he was like, no, no. It's like shrugging your shoulders and saying no at the same
Deny,
time.
deny, deny,
Deny,
deny.
deny, deny.
Okay, so let's get into some heat because
Go on, bro.
we got some other brandage to get into, but
Brandage, go on.
we got some more brandage to get into, but this right here, bro. Supreme
Oh,
Nike SB 2023. Now these are not official pictures. However, I kind of believe this.
I no, bro. That's legit. It's not official pictures. If you are watching this, go and check it out on the YouTube channel, because, or just Google Supreme Dunks, new Supreme Dunks. I was the first person to see that on the gram. I think I've got a notification on Twitter. I actually saw it, and I've kind of talked about it on TikTok. But then, and more pictures are coming up from it, from the action next couple of days after I saw it. That's legit. That's what we're gonna get. It looks like a masterpiece, art piece, of a sneaker
Yeah.
as well. That's dope.
How you feel about it? You like it?
Yeah, that's dope. Not for me personally, but it reminds me a bit of the Paris Dunks.
Yes. Very, very Paris Dunk vibes, minus the black. I like
Mhm.
everything about this sneaker except for the lace Dubray. If I manage to get a pair of these, that Supreme Dubray is probably coming off. But these are dope. The insoles dope. All the graphics dope. The materials look crazy, even though these pictures are kind of grainy because they're not official. Um, I like these, man.
They're gonna be a hard cop. I if you want them, bro, I'll go in for you. That's fine. But I think I I'm not SB guy. I don't wear SB lows and stuff like that, because I give the respect to the skateboarders and stuff like that, or anybody that wants it. But they, when we talk about this looking similar to the Parachutes, obviously it's grainy. Obviously it looks like it's more canvasy on the actual underlays and the white paneling. But I'm gonna show you guys what the Paris Dunks looks like, and this is literally this is the closest you're going to get to Paris Dunks with the black overlays, which are different to the Paris Dunks, obviously. But this is the vibe we're getting with that Supreme sneaker. Definitely, bro. Definitely. I
Yeah,
think that's a dope release. When I first saw it, it didn't make sense. I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw it, it didn't make sense. I had no feelings towards it either. I didn't like it or hate it at the same time. But it kind of like, I wanted to digest. It's like when you taste something, you're not sure, but you want it to digest and have a couple of minutes to think about it. I thought about it for 2-3 days, and then I thought, yo, I remember it. I remember the Paris Dunks, and it kind of resembles that a bit.
yeah. Hopefully they're not as scarce as the Paris Dunk. That Paris Dunk goes for 50, 60, $100,000.
And the rest, bro. And the rest, bro. And the rest.
Yeah. So hopefully these Supreme Dunks, hopefully the release goes well for everybody that's trying to cop, whether you cop or not. At least we can have a reasonably good experience trying to cop, because we know Supreme website, first come first serve, capture, all
Yep.
that. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. Yep.
man,
Yep.
I like them. Supreme Dunk 2023. Now,
Now, exactly. Oh, oh.
what's going on with your Adidas CEO praising Kanye West, but in the same conversation saying they would burn these sneakers? I
I
don't
said it. I said
understand
it in
what's going on.
my. I said it in my stories. I said it in my sneaker news. Negotiations are about to commence, and what basically the CEO has done is, we would like you to come on board, but if you don't come on board, that's fine. We can get rid of the stock. But if you do come on board, we still steal your stuff. But on the other hand, we might have a bad reputation from selling it, because obviously you said all those things. That's the situation, bro. They're indecisive at the moment, but I think they've just basically aired out all the bad laundry that they know people are talking about, so that when they go into negotiation, Kanye West can't say, "I want like all your money."
Yeah, man. I I kind of got mixed feelings about it. I don't understand how you can praise a man and dismiss him at the same time by saying, we'll just have to burn everything. They'll lose so much, bro, and
They
they already losing so much culturally and with all the stuff that they having to put on sale because they falling behind in
Yep,
the top three.
bro.
Are they still in? Do you think they're still in the top three?
No, nope, nope,
So who's
nope.
three?
We have Nike,
Nike,
obviously.
New
Jordan.
Balance.
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
Jordan.
So you separate Nike and Jordan.
Yeah, I would separate Nike and Jordan. Are really going at it at the moment. I think I correct me if I'm wrong. I would say Jordan's above Nike at the moment. I'm gonna say that just because of the releases, the release categories of the sneakers that the anticipation from a lot of sneakerheads is all Jordan based. But saying that it's a close tie because I'm talking about Air Max ones, I'm talking about Air Force ones, I'm talking about a lot of like even the Louis Vuitton Air Force ones, bro.
Yeah,
Like, bro, that's just
SBs.
hard to kind of beat. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. We just talked about it, Supreme SB, bro. It's hard to beat. So I think they're really close together, and it's hard to say what one's better than the other. I'm definitely saying New Balance has taken third, bro.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that at all. Whether it's Nike or Jordan, I mean, for me, it's Jordan 1, Nike 2, New Balance
Let me
3.
tell you how bad it's for Adidas at this moment in time. I checked I checked the stakeholder figures that they're going to provide dividends to. It went from like a 3 point something to a 0.8 or for 0.
Ooh,
Yes, bro. It's bad. It's really bad. This is why at this moment in time, and I don't just cover sneakers. I look at all the facts. I look at all the. I'm intrigued like that. Personally, just look at stock levels and figures and stuff like that. Um, and it came to light, and I was like, yo, this is bad. This is bad. It's really bad. This is why they're desperate to get Kanye back. I'm gonna say this. If you believe me or not, there's no smoke without fire. And I know a lot of people are talking about this. Hovis Bob was saying they'll never have him back and stuff like that. And I respect that. I kind of understand why he's saying that. If I was a company that I don't need somebody like that in my kind of around my surrounding areas, I wouldn't want him back. Yeah. But unfortunately, when you've gone and lost all of that money, your dividends to your stakeholders have gone down that much. Yeah,
yeah.
you need to do
If
something about it, bro.
if they really stand to lose, what is it, 1.5 billion?
Yeah.
They need him. I mean, listen, bro, to be a billionaire, even as a brand, as a company, to be worth billions is awesome, right?
Yeah.
You want to keep the billions that you have, if not add more to it. You don't want to lose 1.5 billion, bro. You know how many lifetimes that is for an
Yeah.
average person, dog?
Hmm.
That's a lot of money.
I'm gonna say it's a big cap. It's a really big cap from Adidas. The whole situation that they came up with this week was on one hand you praise Kanye, on the other hand you throw shade on the Yeezy brand. On one hand you say he's the best innovator ever to be on the sneaker game. Obviously we know about Virgil and other designers that are still doing it this moment in time. But you say he's the best innovator ever, then all of a sudden you say I'll burn his stock. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah, two things can be true. I think this is posturing. I do feel like some people at Adidas feel like that was a true statement with him saying that Kanye is the best.
Yeah.
But there are probably a lot of other people that really don't care. They just don't want to lose all that money and potentially lose stockholders
Yeah.
because then that's more money that they'll be responsible for versus money coming from other people's pockets. Investors are very, very important when it comes to big business, and they don't
Yeah.
want
And
to lose any investors.
I I I think it's a lot of at this moment in time, it's a lot of chests out and from
Hmm.
Adidas, and like a lot of people are saying at this moment in time, let's be really honest because this is one of our main subjects. This is why we're talking about it a bit more. Let's just be honest. At this moment in time, right? If there was nothing. on the table that Adidas, or obviously Adidas haven't approached Kanye West, but there's rumors going circulating, there's discussion circulating. Everybody's saying, "Nah, this is all, this is all not real. This is all cap. This is drama based on social media. This is all basically somebody's made it up. All of that stuff." If that was the case, then the new CEO of Adidas, will not be talking about this. He
Facts.
wouldn't bring no light. He will not bring light to this. For the fact that he actually is having a discussion, talking about Kanye West, talking about burning Yeezy stock,
Yes.
means they are actually thinking about it. That
And
that's the realism of it.
and guess who ain't said nothing for the first time in life?
Kanye
Kanye
West.
ain't made a peep
You know
about
why?
none of this, bro.
You know why? Because he's sitting at home. We got his popcorn out and munching it, and he's saying,
And
"You want to come to me?
he
You
doing the
want to come to me?
Birdman
Come
hand
to me."
rub.
Yep. And it won't be 100 million either, bro. It won't be 100 million either, bro. It.
No.
I think he might be looking for 50%. I'm not even joking. That's not even
Hey,
capping, bro.
if I
That's
was
not even
him,
capping.
I want $750 million. That's what I want if I'm him. But yeah, bro, it's interesting, man. We'll see. I don't think the sneaker culture will really care as much. I don't think the sneaker culture will care enough to make a dent. General public perception is their biggest issue when it comes to whether or not they go back into business with him based on what he said, because the people that care the most about it aren't sneakerheads
No,
by
no.
by
It's
by per capita.
it's the businesses and that care about it the most, because obviously it's the imagery that it comes with it, and that's what they're worried about with the
Yeah,
with
I,
hiring
I
Kanye
don't
West.
I don't think the investors care. I don't think the general public really, they don't care about the sneaker part of it. They care
No.
about the cultural part of it. And
Yep.
Jewish people in the United States and Europe mainly are the issue for them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's going to be their opposition. Sneakerheads are going to buy them shoes. Resellers are going to buy those shoes if they ever put them back out.
I'm gonna say one thing, right? Money can grease hands. Simple. Money greases
Simple,
hands. Simple.
simple.
Like, and let's get this for a matter of fact. Even if the rumor was made up on Instagram or social media and people have been talking about this, it's caught fire to the point where this head of Adidas, the CEO of Adidas, is talking about it. So from that matter, let's just put to bed the fact that they're not talking about it because they are talking about it. Because if they're not talking about it, they won't be talking about it. The CEO of Adidas won't be talking about it and talking about how Kanye has been the most influential person ever. So just be honest about that. So that's
That's
where it
it.
stands at this. But I'm gonna tell you guys a tactic. Cause Adidas, you know what? Adidas is never gonna release another Yeezy again. I'm putting this down. They're not gonna release a Adidas Yeezy. No, or Adidas 350. They won't do it. Otherwise, they would have done it already.
And we wouldn't be talking about Kanye going back.
Exactly. They have the patent rights. They have the intellectual property to go and produce another 350 or another whatever they want, except for a right form runner or a Yeezy slide. They can do that. I think the deal with even if Kanye stays there for a short time, I think they're gonna make mass loads of slides as well with that because they know that's profitable.
I want to agree with you, but I do think they have already produced Adidas 350s. I
Yeah.
think they want to bring Kanye back. They want to get rid of this old stock so they can roll out the new stock.
I don't think there's any. I know a lot of people I've talked to on TikTok want the 350. They want a new model. I've seen a Wolfgrey 350 that's at Adidas. I've seen it. That
Yeah,
was there since like October time last year. Hasn't
yeah.
come out yet. Hasn't come out yet.
I think it's a plan, bro. I think they want to get rid of all this old stuff. They want to restore the feeling of releasing Yeezys regularly, and they want to get rid of all this. Give the people the pirate blacks and the whatever else they have that they can't release because he's gone. They want to
Did
get
you
him back,
know?
drop that stuff, and restore the feeling of I want 350s. I want 750s or five, or whatever it is, 450, 700s. I think they're
I
gonna
know,
do a lot of stuff.
I know three sneakers. Hopefully, let's hope at this moment in time. But I'm gonna sell you three sneakers that I know are actually due to come if Kanye comes back before Yeezy Day happens, right? And if they do a massive Yeezy Day, there's actually four prominent sneakers that will come out: the Pirate Blacks,
Hmm.
the Zebras, the
Hmm.
Wave Runners,
Hmm.
and what's the other one? Oh, the Beluga 3.0. They all been made, bro. They've all been
Yeah,
made. They're
yeah,
sitting there. And that's the reason why. And you only need to see four of those sneakers to realize how significant that release is going to be.
facts, facts.
But
Now,
I
from
was gonna give a little solution, but just to end this, right? Like it could like as we speaking, it could just die down, right? It could just go away, right? And all of a sudden, all of these pairs appear on StockX.
mhm. Hey, they better they better go and holler at Cutler.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
holler at Cutler, man. Get
because
the deal done.
let's be honest, right? They made three they've made three significant, or the CEO of Adidas made three significant comments. Number one, Kanye West is the best. Too obviously influential. Number
Hmm.
two, we can burn this stock. Number three, we got so many people asking about these Yeezy stock, we can actually make a trade deal with somebody else. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Because I know some retailers, some resellers are knocking on the door saying, "Just give us the stocks, we'll make you the money."
Bro, Flight Club or Goat or Stock, they would love to get all that stock. They could get it off. They
You
could
know
get it
what?
off.
You know,
I
you know
never
what?
thought about that.
Bro, if they sent all the Pirate Blacks to resell, that's £1,000 each, bro, easily, right? Because it never
No,
even come
they would
out.
have to sell it at a reasonable price. It don't have may not necessarily have to be retail because it would be a wholesale deal, but they would have to be somewhere around retail, maybe a little lower, maybe a little higher, based on what they can negotiate.
Bro, like I'm not even joking. You if Adidas backdoor all of these Yeezys, right? They that 1.2, 1.3 billion hole in their profits they got, that's gone. That's gone.
If Kanye signs off on that, they'll do it in a heartbeat
You know they would as well.
because they need him to do it. They need him to do it. That's the
And
bottom line. They need him to get rid of all that stock.
I was gonna say that's the bottom line because Q said so.
No, because Kanye said so. Speaking of Kanye, what's your thoughts on these, bro? The
Oh, the
Factory
factory
Lab
lab.
Night
Yep.
Runner. What's up with this, man?
Bro, I think it's much needed at this moment in time because the foam runners are actually not releasing because Kanye's not with Adidas. He's got the patents for them as well. All the slides and the foam runners, he's actually got the patents for. So basically, Adidas can't release them. This comes from the head of innovation of Yeezy, the former head of innovation for Yeezy. So it kind of goes to show where some of that intellectual property came from in terms of the sneaker itself, and it's very similar to the foam runners, but it's different. It's edgy, and I like it.
Yeah,
I think it's dope. I think it's
I,
dope. Go on, bro.
I think it sucks.
Really?
Um, yeah, I don't. I'm not a slide guy. Um, Shout out to Q Lasher Croc Nation. Um, I think these are horrible looking, but they are they're on brand for a Yeezy designer. And Factory Lab, they selling these for $140, bro. How much were foam runners retail?
Oh, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. The phone runners were like $90.
Right.
This is competing with Fear of God. The Fear of God slides are about the same price. The Fear of God slides are about 170, bro. That's ridiculous for a pair of slides. But that's obviously high end fashion, so you can understand that. Factory Lab sounds to me an offtake of Mischief because the way they've actually written Factory, right? And that kind of gives me the vibes that this is an independent company. They had to create the molds, they had to kind of make inject and design and execute the sneaker or the slide or the runner the way they did. So this is why the price is at that price point, because they're not an Adidas or they're not like a brand. They're a startup company. So not, I know it might not even be a startup company because I'm, to be honest, I don't know about Factory Lab at all. There
Yeah, I
might be
don't.
something
Me
new.
either. I never
Yeah,
heard of them. And to your point, taking the vowels out of words is has been a trend for years now.
yeah, yeah.
But I
Well,
don't necessarily say they're biting mischief because I had seen that before I saw mischief, but
Mischief
I
made it
don't know
famous
who
in
did it
terms of,
first.
now, Mischief made it famous in terms of this. What we know as Mischief is what MSCHF Mischief. So
Yeah,
so
but
so basically,
there's a rapper named Rumor, spelled RMR.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Great artist, by the way. I'm waiting on him to drop another project. Rumor has some great music, but we have seen this time and time again for the past few years. We can even look through Instagram and see people with account names with no vowels in it.
yeah, yeah.
But
But in
that's
terms of,
besides the point. This do you think this will work?
well, there's a gap in the market, bro, and somebody's trying to replace it. And if it's it's the former head of innovation of Yeezy, then he could be onto something here. Yeah. But I don't agree with the price, but nobody, I think nobody. It's gonna be, from what I'm hearing, it's a very limited release. So it's gonna stock up the price, and that's what big brands do anyway, or not big brands, but smaller brands do to actually stoke up interest and the hype on stuff because they make it limited, so it's harder to get. So we know that trend, we know that strategy anyway. So it's gonna be quite hard to get. I think it's coming out on the 15th of March as well. So
Yeah,
that,
Wednesday.
yeah, Wednesday. So
Day after this podcast airs, these will release.
yeah,
The white and the black will release. They also have a blue version
yeah.
that's supposedly releasing on the same day. Um, I'm I'm good on these, bro. I'm dead on these. Much like the box looks like a coffin from the top.
Yeah.
I'm dead on these, bro.
uh,
You copping though,
yeah.
right? You copping? All right. We look forward to the
No,
review
I'm not copying.
of the
I'm not
factory
copying.
lab. You not copping?
I'm not copying. I got other. I could spend $140 on
Okay,
something
okay.
else.
I thought we was gonna get a review next weekend or something, man. My bad.
No, no.
My
What,
bad.
bro? I haven't even copped the Addy Q foams or the other kind of
Yo,
variations.
they sitting to them the IDQ
Yeah,
foam is sitting, bro.
yeah, bro.
I saw three colorways in Foot Locker yesterday.
Yeah.
So what's up with this Nigel airship, bro?
Um, I like the furriness of this. I'm not gonna joke. Bike here, that's even dope as well because obviously, Nigel Sylvester's a BMX athlete. I'm gonna definitely say I was. We know there's a Nigel Sylvester Jordan One high coming, and that's the black
Mm-hmm.
variation. So also, it could be the black variation. We don't know what the actual colorway looks like, bro. There's no stopping this airship, bro.
It's back. The
Yeah,
airship is back. We got a on 1 year to add some cap to it, and now Nigel is adding some cap to it. I think I want these. I think I want these. I rock with Nigel Sylvester. And he's doing a bit of a troll here, soft announcement troll kind of vibes going
yeah.
on right here. I
Promo,
can't wait
promo,
to
promo.
see the official pictures of this, man.
Promo. I think it's more of a, it's a good promo. I think it's really good. It's good. We've seen. I'm gonna be honest. I wish the airship had better quality leather. That's the only thing about them. I've seen the yellow variation and the green variation sitting on one of the retailers to this weekend, and I think the leather isn't that great. But if they had better leather, I think Manier's leather on the airship is dope. So hopefully that I can see that one day in hand. I hope this collaboration, and let's be honest, the back tab of that, see that white back tab
Mm-hmm.
that runs down the center, it looks premium. So I'm
Look real
hoping,
cushy.
yeah, it looks really buttery, really, really
And
butter.
this suede look like a towel, bro. Like, I mean,
It
it's
it
so
looks like
hair.
it looks like the Jordan 4 or the Purple Canyons, bro. Like that. That's that kind of furry suede.
Or the
But
the Adidas campus towelly. It's maybe it's the
yeah,
blue that's making me think about the towelly Adidas.
yeah, definitely. It looks like a bluebird, bro. You remember the bluebirds as well? Jordan 5 bluebirds. It kind of gives that resemblance to it. Yo, this is buttercup, bro. I'm sorry, this is proper buttercup.
Yeah, we need to add that soundbite too, Buttercup.
Buttercup.
Uh, yeah, but no,
You don't even
shout
sound
out,
bite. I could just say it, bro. Buttercup.
shout out to Nigel Sylvester, man. He ain't missed yet. We gonna see
Yep,
what happened with the black Jordan
bro.
ones.
Let's put a caveat to that. It's only done one sneaker with, with Jordan Brand. He can't miss
Well,
with the first one, bro.
as far as what we're seeing, not
Yeah,
what's
yep,
released, but as far as what we're seeing,
yeah.
I'm hyped on everything. I didn't like the first one that's released so far. I didn't really like that one too much. I
What
understand what
does
it is,
what
the
almost
Jordan one.
really heavily sold out with with
It
the
wasn't the
scuff
sale, it
marks
was
and
the scuffs. I and I
scuffs.
get it though, because you know you're gonna damage your stuff when you're doing action sports like skating or
Yeah.
BMX or what have you. But yeah, man, Nigel, he got it. He got
Yep,
it.
yep. I he's definitely got it. I do enjoy that. That's I'm actually looking for the forward to the black variation. Definitely looking forward to the black variation of those. So let's
You
just see what
copy?
happens. Black variation, yeah, I'm not going for it actually.
Cool.
I'm gonna be honest. I regret not getting the yellow variant, no, the white variation. I was gonna call it yellow, but the or heavily cell variation. But one thing I don't like about that variation, and one thing that differs with me and Cam likes that variation because it's got that like almost like that swoosh is kind of like engrossed, and it kind of separate. It's kind of like triple stamped where you can see the swoosh 3 times, and it kind of goes through. I'm not used to that, so I was like a bit put off by it. But I had a chance to get that quite cheap the other a couple of months back. I didn't get it, but it is what it is. But bro, like, let's be honest, bro. Jordan ones, no matter how hard you try to get away from them, they keep coming back.
They won't go away.
No, I'm not even talking about they just keep releasing. The dope
No,
colorways keep coming back.
no, they
I
will
went
not. They will
I
not
went
go
to
away, bro. You can't get away from a dope one, dog. Like it's the it's the shoe. It's the Jordan. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like it's not a Jordan one. It's the Nike Air Jordan. Period. You
yeah.
can't get away from it. When it's good, it's good. Whether it sits or sells out, when it's good, it's good. It's undeniable.
And the thing is, I went to the retailers this weekend. Obviously, I went out to kind of hunt for my white cement freeze. Let's just be honest. And right this moment in time, I'm actually talking to BHL on what's up, bro, because obviously he's got a size 10 white cement free that somebody's got that's trying to get rid of. Yo, bro, you were so right. You can't get rid of these white cement frees.
Bro, they
Holy shit.
everywhere. And we'll get into that momentarily. Um, but I know
But
you go ahead.
like I said, I went to the retailers and every single one that was there, like there was cement ones, the French true was it True Blues or French True Blue, sorry,
True blue.
the pine greens, they had the other variations from last year. They had all the ones, and I'm like, I got oh, crap. Like I just realized, yeah, I am a fiend for Jordan ones, even though it happens. Look, honestly, guys, how many of you have got a different silhouette to the Jordan 1 that you actually prefer but end up picking up more Jordan 1s because they keep releasing them?
Yeah. I had to fall back on ones, bro. I think that's part of the reason why, along with me deciding to be more selective, I got so many ones, bro. Like to my left here is majority ones. Y'all can see it right here, like all these Jordan ones. That's
Yeah.
they gonna end up getting up out of here, bro. Because I can't. It's too much, bro. It's more. There are more dope colorways coming that I would prefer versus some of the ones that I have.
Okay.
Well, always
Okay.
in rotation with a Jordan.
Okay. You just provoked me, bro, because I'm gonna bring this out. I've seen some official. Look, this is I think some pictures that I semi-official, like you just shown, of the Paris dunks. Remember, not Paris dunks. The
The
Supreme
Supreme.
dunks. Yeah, I at the same place, bro. I saw the official pictures
Oh,
to
the
this, bro.
that's not official.
No, no, I know that's a mock-up. I have seen a picture just out the factory that's similar to this. Yes,
Yeah, I
that's
saw that.
right.
I saw that.
We
It didn't look good. The quality didn't look good, but it
nah,
was the
but
exact
it's
same colorway.
exactly same colorway, but it's going to look good because obviously that's just the fresh new addition that they're kind of showcasing. Somebody's taking a picture. This if people if guys we're talking about the Jordan 1 Palomino. Basically, it is the mocha bread, and
It's
it's
a
gonna
black
come
mocha.
out. Yo, I'm hyped for that, bro.
Yeah,
I want that.
it's the Bloka. Jordan
The
one
bloke.
Bloka. The Jordan one
Woo!
Bloka. Yo, okay. I got two things to
You
say about
oh no no
this.
no you before you say that you just made me think Hoko Bloka smoke bro you got me rhyming in my brain.
I know you love ramen too. I don't know why I did that to you. But nah, bro, I like these better than the original mocha ones. And hot take, I like these better than the Travis mochas.
Oh, that's a statement, bro. That is a statement.
I was never a huge the Travis mocha. I
Yeah,
you know the materials were great, the sail, the reverse swoosh, and everything. I understand it. I like it, but it's not something I'm going, stumble over trying to reach at. I really like this polymer. It reminds me of the mocha, obviously, but it when I saw it, it instantly reminded me of the patinas.
bro. Before we move on to the next subject, right? I'm gonna say full time is problem time. I'm talking about Oreo
Oh
freeze.
yeah,
I'm talking about Palomino freeze. Have you? They
playoff
look like
freeze.
they look like mocha freeze. We're talking about this obviously Palomino one, bro. Like these, bro, Ammonia fives. Potentially that could be.
Hopefully,
Look, bro, all I said was a conversation was had with a retailer, and all we got was a smirk. That's what you need to know, bro. That's all you need to know, bro.
I ain't buying no more shoes after this SB4 release, whether I get them or not. I ain't buying nothing this summer, bro.
What?
I ain't buying nothing this summer, bro. I got preparations to make. Preparations.
I know what preparations you're going to make, bro. Because like we know
Preparation.
there's three, bro. There's three big releases this full time. I know, potentially we could get Amam in year fives, Travis Scott sevens, and last but not least, and have I just forgotten this? Because oh no, DJ Khaled, that's the one.
Hey man. Um
Hey, and who said the sneaker game was dead, bro?
whoever said
Uh,
that is a bold face lie.
yeah,
Okay. I know you want to talk about this. You love Kyrie Irving. You love talking
do I?
about Kyrie Irving at least.
Yeah, cool.
Um
I like talking about it, breaking it down. What's up?
so Kyrie Irving is a sneaker free agent at this moment in time.
He's on
And
that
I
free
have
agent run.
yes, and we're about to talk about the ethics LG2. However, before we get into the sneaker and the brand, I do want to say people in social media need to chill out because everybody is saying, not everybody, but I've seen a lot of posts saying, look at Kyrie's new signature sneaker. This is not Kyrie Irving's shoe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Langston Galloway's shoe. If you do not know who Langston Galloway is,
Yeah.
he is an NBA veteran, and he's currently, oddly enough, playing for the G League affiliate for my Atlanta Hawks, the College Park Skyhawks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he had been in the NBA for years. I think he pretty much made his name in Detroit. Not the greatest player, but an NBA veteran. Still, he is to be respected. Langston Galloway is also a huge sneakerhead. Huge.
Yeah.
Every time I think about Langston Galloway, I think about the fact that he has the Kobe Jordan pack, the full pack.
Oh.
Every Kobe Jordan that
Yo.
released, he has. It was not released, but he has the threes, he has the eights, the nines, and there was another one that I'm forgetting right now, but huge sneaker guy. And
Yep.
he took his love for sneakers and created this brand called Ethics. And I brought, let's get another shot of these LG2s. These are unreleased at the moment, but this is the second version, and it's called LG for Langston Galloway, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Ethics is a brand that Langston Galloway created. This is a picture of Mr. Galloway here holding the LG1. Now, he has merch. Obviously, when you start a brand, you want to have merch. But look at the colorways of the LG1.
They're not. I like them. They're not. They're not. It was. I'm gonna be honest. It was very reminiscent of Reeboks, but it's not
I'm
very dope.
getting I'm getting Jumpman vibes off of these.
I'm getting Jumpman vibes in terms of the midsole downwards, but I'm also getting Reebok vibes from the uppers.
Okay, I could definitely see that. I could definitely
Yeah.
see that. We can see where
Especially,
his
especially that UNC yellow and UNC colorway.
yeah. We can see where he gets some of his inspirations. I see a little bit of 11 maybe on the outsole.
Yep. Yep.
Um
Yep.
on the midsole, I get a little bit of 11 also, maybe a little bit of Omni Pump vibes. A little we get the lines on the uppers kind of like the Jordan 12,
Yep.
but and also the IEs. These white ones remind me of Jordan 11 IE lows so much,
Yeah.
especially with that clear bottom. But this is not Kyrie Irving's shoe. It's called the Ethics LG2, Langston Galloway shoe. It's not
Yeah.
Kyrie's shoe. Stop misinforming people. Everybody make mistakes, but when this brand has a full blown website where you can go and buy these products, there should be no reason for misinformation.
Hmm.
People in the sneaker game should know who Langston Galloway is. If you don't
Yep. Yep.
do a little bit of research, it's not hard to find. He's got content out there. He's done sneaker shows and podcasts where he's showing his collection and he's talking about his sneaker history. I know him from watching the NBA. I had no idea that he was such a big sneakerhead before, but a couple years ago, when I saw him bring out that Kobe pack, I understood at that point who he was, and he putting his passion into these products, man. So shout out to Langston Galloway. Shout out to Kyrie
Yeah. Shout.
showing him love because that's all it was. Kyrie, he knows he knows that he has a brand and he decided to wear because he knows that people are watching him and what he has on feet.
Yeah.
He did Langston Galloway a big solid by putting that shoe on pregame. I don't think
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game. I was intending on watching that game, but I don't think he wore the shoes in game because we will probably have photos of that also.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I just think a lot of people just want to. there's a lot of people that don't know a lot of information on in the sneaker community, and they don't feel like checking it up. So when something like that comes out, they just want to throw some hate on a person that's obviously like get get your facts right first of all before you come and say something, because at the end of the day you look a bit foolish when you say something out there, and then basically it's not correct, or you giving misinformation out. It's important that you get your information correctly. And by the way, the colorway I was actually talking about, you know, that UNC colorway with the yellow midsole, right? That looks like the Answer 13s.
The what now?
It looks similar to the reason why I said it. It looks similar to a Reebok because of this. See that
Oh, okay, okay. The was
the
it
Answer 13?
Q96?
Yeah, the Answer
No,
13.
no, no.
Yeah,
I'm
Allen
sorry. I'm
Iverson.
sorry. I'm looking at I'm looking at the next name.
Yeah, yeah.
Answer 13. I do not remember these at all.
That this is why I said that the upper, the way it strokes the UNC cut, the UNC on that sneaker struck, the way it strokes, it actually looks like the Reebok Answer 13.
Yeah, I see that. I see that
Yeah.
100%. That's a good call,
It's
bro.
Yeah, bro. When you have look when you start looking through all these sneakers and you're like, oh, that looks like that. Look, but the thing is, innovation comes from anywhere, so you can kind of pull it together and produce something that's magical, and that's what's good about it. This is why we did Smell Like It L. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, small ideas turn into big ones, man.
Exactly, bro. Next up is on the quick strikes as well. Let's talk about the clock fragment Nike Dunk Lows, bro, because that is absolutely dope.
Yo,
Bring them up, bring them out.
Edison Chan, bro. He been going on a tear, doing any and everything that Nike allows him to do, and he ain't stopping, bro. Like
Mhm.
he. Wait a minute. I don't have the did. Okay, here we go. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
You got it.
I
You got
got
it.
it.
I actually have the picture. Sorry about that. So let me do you want me to share it quickly.
I got you. I got you.
Okay, perfect, perfect, bro.
So let's let me. I know you got something. So
I got something. I got something. And
I
you know
don't
what?
like this.
You don't like it,
No.
bro. I'm gonna say that clot fragment is a triple collaboration. Clot fragment Nike Dunk Low, right?
Right.
That actually is a dope. I think it's got a glow in the dark outsole because the way with that creamy milky dark outsole, it looks like it's glow in the dark. That actually reminds you know. Have you seen the new not clots? What's Kendrick Lamar's signature? Well, collaboration with Nike again. I should remember this.
The
What's
Cortez or
the
the
Cortez?
Element?
No, no. Have you seen the fragment Cortez where it's got two
Yes.
sneakers in one?
No, the clot Cortez.
Clock Cortez. Sorry, it's got two sneakers in one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of that when you have a look at the clock fragment design of that Nike Dunk Low from the top view downwards, it looks like two separate sneakers, the black and the clock material. There you go. That reminds me of the Cortez.
I can see that.
Yeah, but what reminds me of that even more better is this sneaker, bro.
Oh,
This
most definitely.
fearless, this fearless Jordan One mids, bro. I've ever seen like this material, guys. If you listen to this, you really need to look up the Fearless Pack Jordan One Clot mid, bro. The actual materials on this is exactly the same on that
And it's
Dunk
wear
Low.
away.
It's weird way, and you know what I love about this sneaker is that fadeaway swoosh, bro.
Yeah, that's the dopest
That's
part of that sneaker to me.
so dope. And this is why I don't want this to wear away because this. I'm not, bro. This is coming out on a special occasion. No word of a lie. I don't want to wear this away at all because once you lose this, it's gone. The swoosh is gone. It's just a regular swoosh underneath. It's got black and gold paneling underneath. It's not the same sneaker because this right here, bro, and that little kind of that's more of a traditional
Talisman.
Chinese coin. Yeah, talisman Chinese coin. This sneaker is dope. For a mid, it's dope.
No, that's one of the dopest mids. That Fearless pack contains arguably the greatest mids ever produced. no pun intended. When I say greatest, because the blue to great mids, that clot mid, the
Melanie Sani.
the MC, the Melody Asani, the MCR mids, four of the greatest mids that you will ever see in your lifetime,
And
unless
don't
Jordan Brand decides to give mids the premium treatment again.
And don't even get me started on that subject matter because, bro, they messed it up after that. They should have kept the trend going with that. They should have kept producing awesome mids constantly like that. It would have been a whole. We won't even be talking about the mid agenda where people are buying different colorways of the highs because they can't get the highs, which I think is going to die down because the highs are starting to sit now. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think they absolutely fumbled the ball there. My personal view on that. In 2018, when they actually came out with the mid range, I thought there was going to be a new revolution with the mids when they're going to keep producing these magical mids with collaborations with
19. It
mids
was
with
19.
not was it 19? Oh, maybe not.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
19.
19.
Sorry. I always get mixed up with the fearless rate year. But yeah, bro, I was hoping, I was praying that that was going to set a new trend for the mids. It didn't happen because they didn't fall through, push through with it. That was a missed opportunity, bro. I'm not even joking. That's a massive missed opportunity.
Yeah, and when you look at the the melody of Sonny mids, and also the Mason Chateau Road mids, bro. I mean that clock mid is up there too. Not so much the blue to great, even though it's a very very dope design. Shout out to blue to great. They they have to do this periodically. I think if they do it periodically, it would serve them so much better in the sneakerheads point of view.
Yeah.
But the general public consumes Jordan 1 mids at a high rate. So I don't think they feel like they need to do it as much.
Yeah, true. That's a valid argument. That's a valid point. I think that's very spot on. But the thing is, for us to get the small minority of sneakerheads, bro, there's nothing better than an influencer coming on and reviewing a
Mhm.
mid and setting the trend and it goes viral. That's what you need. That's what I was hoping was going to happen with some of these mids. That's what I thought too when they did the Fearless pack, maybe a year after, or the release of a special range every year or two, and then keep the agenda on. But we haven't seen one. We haven't seen a decent mid since.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, there was the Space Jam. I just
Yeah, yeah,
reviewed
yeah.
the Space Jam mid. There are a few SE mids here and there that have higher quality materials, but as
The
far as the
Lakers mid.
sneakerhead,
The Lakers mid
yeah.
was probably one of the better releases during the year, but it still wasn't as special as the Fearless. Even though I got it because I this is way before Kobe, God rest his soul, passed away. But I got that because it's got the Lakers colorway. I love that, and I bought it, and I've worn it a couple of times. But to me, nothing eclipses the Fearless pack mids at all.
Not really. Not really. There's some mids out there that hold some weight with better materials and stuff, but bro, when you look at that melody, the Sonny and that clot and that Mason Chateau, bro, blue to great, it's ain't no competition for regular mids out that's touching any of
No,
that stuff, bro.
no, because
None of it.
it's. I look, bro. We always gonna call out missed opportunities and the strategies because well, that's what we're about. Because basically we see it as it is and we talk about it as it is. Because if there's a missed opportunity, you imagine if they kept up that agenda with the mid range, and all of a sudden we were looking at mids at a different kind of aspect. Not like that's like a knockoff Chicago in the mid range. That's a knockoff bread in the mid range. We've
Mhm.
seen that. We've seen that. I mean, it's come across.
Every
Bro,
release,
with
every
every
release they
bro,
do it.
they do because we saw the true blue ones, and then we saw a mid range
True
of the
blue
true blue
mid,
ones. Yeah,
taxi
and I was
mid,
like,
everything,
what's the
bro.
point? But all of those sneakers sat. and they're still available. So why do you need to create a mid range? The mid range should be, if you want to make it special, make it special, make it produce something that's really enticing for us sneakerheads to have a look at it and say, "Yo, that's dope." And then if we like it, it's gonna make other people like it because we put it on. We other people see other people put it on, like
We
the Melanie
influence it.
Asani. We influence it, like not even us, big influencer influences it. But with the Melanie Sani is a dope pinpoint into that sneaker because that is so desired. That's so hyped. That's crazy. It's going for like 1,500 at the
Yeah,
minimum, right?
yeah,
For my size, and obviously I'm never gonna buy it, but I was gonna try and buy it from my girlfriend. But bro, that's what we need. That's what the mid range needs. Something special, something unique, something different, something that's not like the same.
yeah. And if you remember, not too long after that, we got the women's multicolor mid. That shoe did so well because of the
Yeah.
materials and the construction, the quality control, which we're gonna get into in a second.
As
They can
bro,
do what they want to do. They just don't want to do it for whatever reason.
I'm gonna like okay, and the day in the life of if I was a designer or an innovator at Nike, and I'm gonna say this right, I would make the mid range for a women's exclusive range
Hmm.
just based on the fearless pack, just based on what we saw. That mid range, the Jordan One mids look beautiful on Small Feet Gang. Right, I'm not even joking. You increase the quality, increase the collaborations, increase the uniqueness, give something to the Small Feet Gang, and watch the magic happen. That's my kind of contribution to Nike today. That's all I'm gonna say.
Collaborations is the cap. I mean the key.
What do you mean, Cap? What do you mean, Cap? You're getting this, bro. You're getting this for saying that, bro.
I'll take it,
A
man. I'll
yellow
take it.
sneaker,
I'll
a
take
yellow sneaker, bro.
a purposeful Freudian slip on my part. I'll take it. Unintended 100%.
But
So
let's move on to the next subject because we could talk about the mid range all day long. Come on, let's go, bro.
we on the main topic now, right?
Main topic. What we've already got one main topic out of the way, which is Kanye West. Next main topic is the QC for the white cement freeze. So, how does your white cement freeze look, bro?
Okay, so I can't remember if I actually still had that early pair when we recorded the podcast. However, excuse the paper sound. Uh, my pair is pretty good, bro. So let's start with the back, right? Before we pull up pictures, let's start with the back. The Nike Air is clean.
Yep.
The Nike Air is straight on both pairs, both
Okay.
shoes rather. The elephant print is pretty uniform on both shoes.
You,
The
you know
tongue
what?
lining,
Let me
everything
just
is good.
say, like Fred Flintstone would say, that's yummy dummy do.
Facts, big fact. I was actually on the call with you when I picked up, so you
Yeah.
saw this early. Let's look at
Yummy dummy do.
the elephant print, the lineup, the air bubble, everything is good. There's a little bit of
Oh,
variation on that toe cap elephant print,
yeah.
but for the most part,
It's dope. It's dope.
it's uniform
I can't,
enough.
bro. I can't even see no differences between that. Like it looks dope. What's the lever? Is it all tumbled all the way through? Is it straight lever or tumbled lever all the way through?
All tumble,
Oh, it's tumble. It's tumble, bro. That's dope. That's actually dope, bro.
all tumble on both shoes, all over, all the way around. The stitching is good. A little bit of a loose stitch here and there, but that's to be expected. Um, now these my pair, the left
Incorrect.
shoe factory and the right shoe factory were on point.
Incorrect. You know
when
what?
when they made my
A
pair.
lot. A lot of people were scared for that sneaker. I'm not even joking. A lot of people went up to went into retail. Obviously, this weekend, Offspring actually had their pickups, and other stores had their pickups. And I basically, I'm gonna say, a lot of people checked out their pairs before they actually bought them, and
Bro,
this is because of the QC on
I
that.
was gonna make that exact point. I saw two, let me see, three people, especially the one guy at Nike. This guy went over that shoe with a fine tooth comb. He actually held up the line. He held up the line for an extra 2 or 3 minutes because he wanted to make sure. But obviously, he's a sneakerhead. Obviously, he has
He's seen
Instagram.
he's seen everything going
He's
around.
he saw. I'm gonna tell you what he saw. He saw what a lot of other people saw, and I'm not gonna show those pictures. I want to show you what Sean. Shout out to S Collard 23 on Instagram. If he has over 100K followers, so I really don't have to say go follow S Collard. But if you never heard of him, go follow
Yeah,
S Collard 23, Jordan historian. Um, he said it straight for me because he posted this 1988 black cement and white cement. Bro, look at the difference.
yeah,
This is 1988. This is the originally released pairs of black and white cement. Look at the difference in the elephant
yeah.
print on the toe cap.
Not even that. Look at the difference of the toe. Look at
The
the
shape,
difference of the
yeah,
cut. The shape. You know that 1988 Black Cement 3 looks like the Jordan 4 SBs.
facts. Now, that's one picture. Now we see inconsistencies here. This is 1988. If you look at this white cement, you can see that the elephant print is thinner, not as pronounced. The
Yep.
same thing that a lot of people complaining about, we got in 1988. And it's not the same as the black cement. The black cement elephant print, the materials are cut more. It's a little bit bigger, and the elephant print is more pronounced. Let's go to another one. 1994 white cement, 2001 black cement. Totally different shapes.
Yeah, yeah. Not even that, bro. Look at the Black Cement 3, and look at the Fire Red 3, and look at the any other that really recent release of the Jordan 3s. The tab doesn't go as high. It kind of is shy of the actual back paneling. There's a lot of differences. There's a lot of differences with, like, even the cut change. Like the Tinker Freeze is a bulky sneaker. The Tinker Free I have is a bulkier sneaker, way
Yeah,
bulkier
yeah,
sneaker than any of the threes that actually that came out after it or preceded it. But that's because they changed the shape. They're trying to mirror what the OG shapes are. But bro, if the OG shapes were inconsistent, then how are you going to mirror a generic shape? Because you can't. You can't.
exactly.
It's the interpretation of an OG, and this is, bro. Ironically, we're always on the same wavelength because I was going to ask you a question, and random question of this podcast is, if it is it an OG or a re-retro, because it's not ever going to be the same.
Right.
So
Bro,
is
releases, pairs on releases vary. There is no perfect pair.
so can you call a re-retro of a classic colorway an OG?
You can call it an OG colorway. That's what I call it.
Mm, okay.
Now we sometimes in conversation we cut the whole word colorway out and we call it an OG. I'm calling this white cement reimagined an OG. It's a reimagined version of the OG. Now, if you look at this picture, the 94 white cement is very similar in patina to the
Yeah.
reimagined. If you look at the cut, look at the collar. I apologize for everybody that's listening. Look at the collar, that very top collar on the back of the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
The shape is totally different, bro, from the 2001. But
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
complain about it's not like the 94, or it's not like this year, it's not like the 88. None of them are the same, bro. The specs change,
Yeah,
materials change, the machinery change, the people change. It's
the
not going to be the same, bro. Either you like the
patterns get lost, or they have to be remanufactured because they're too old to kind of use it. A lot of things change.
yeah. I got one
A
more.
lot. God,
Black cement. This is a pair.
yeah,
These shoes were bought together. On this right shoe, the leather is flatter than it is on the right shoe,
yeah, yeah.
or on the left shoe rather. So this is a pair. So what we've been seeing recently, people complaining about one shoe being flat and the other being tumble, is nothing new. This is a
You,
2001 pair. It's
bro.
nothing new.
All I'm gonna say is, as soon as you rock it and wear it, it's gonna kind of break down and naturally become what it's gonna become. Both of them look gonna look similar, but um, every leather cut is never the same.
Never,
Simple
bro.
as.
Because they are these, for people that don't know how production works. There are these big sheets of leather. For anybody that's ever been to like emporium where they have these hundreds of rolls of carpet and rugs, that's how it is in some of these leather production factories. They have these giant rolls of leather of varying qualities, and the buyers for these brands go out and pick and purchase from batches of leather. In these giant rolls of leather, so many shoes get made. There are imperfections. Leather comes from an animal, right? They come from cow. They come from goat. They come from pigs. You can't. I mean, what do you
No.
do? How do you make an animal's skin perfect?
And plus, pure leather is different. 100% pure leather is different. Always going to be different, and also the way they synthesize the leather is going to be different. Obviously, they roll it, synthesize it, break down the fibers, and then they
Yes.
give it a tumbled effect. All of that happens obviously, and then you get the sneakers you get, because at the end of the day, it's going to be a different. It might be a different cut, but all you can do is when you go and pick up these. Okay, let's be honest. The quality issues with some of these pairs are horrendous, right?
Hmm. Yes.
There's the scuff marks and all of that. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about the cut leather, and the elephant print. If you want a good pair, and I'd say even with this, even with the Amma Meunier release, that was all over the place because it was bleeding on the white pairs, every left, right, and center. So if you want to make sure you got a good pair, go always check your pair out. Don't just go in, pick it up, and walk out, because at the end of the day, you don't know what your pair looks like. So it's like, I commend the person holding up that line to get the perfect pair he wanted, because as long as you're happy with what you buy, because you're spending £200 or $200 or 250, whatever it is, that's the most important thing, because basically you're spending your hard-earned money on something that you need to be satisfied with. As long as you're satisfied with the purchase, that's all fine and dandy. You can kind of walk away from it and be happy with it. But you don't go in and like, don't make the mistake of being overly hyped to pick up a sneaker. Go pick up, get home, and all of a sudden realize it looks absolutely trash, and then you have to return it, and you can't kind of swap it because you was there at the store. You could have swapped it easily. So
Facts.
in terms of quality issue, I'm going to say it's 50-50. The quality issue, obviously, the print of the elephant cut was different. If it's different, change it. If it's not tumbled like you wouldn't change it. But that's going to be a common issue with every single release, like in
Every
terms of
release.
sneakers. But when you talk about paint, scuff marks or bleeding and all that, that's a different quality matter issue. That's where
Yeah.
Nike needs to stamp that out. But bro, when you have big, like, we saw this with Lost and Found, mold
Hmm.
everywhere, right? We saw this with the Meunier release, dye everywhere, right?
Hmm.
We saw this with the Carmine Sixes, dye everywhere.
Bruh.
We saw this with the Crimson Fours, bad stitching and mesh all over the place.
Fire Red
We
Force.
Fire Red Fours,
Deformed outsoles and midsoles,
yeah,
different
we see
shaped toe
this
caps.
We see this with every release. We're seeing this now with the white cement freeze. We see this with every release. The most important thing is to make sure you check your sneakers out to make sure you're happy with the purchase, and that's the important thing. Because it's a good sign. I'm gonna say QC check, QC quality. is a good indication of how big the stock is. So if you want to realistically work out what stock levels are, or if it's a big run, all you need to know is look at the information coming out before the release or the early access pairs. If the QC is bad or if the QC comes out really not on point, it's a big release because they have to get these sneakers really done real quick, real quick. So from that
Yeah.
perspective, you know it's a big release. We saw that with Chicago Lost and Found. That was a big release, even though it kind of disappeared. We've seen that with the White Summit Freeze. We saw that with the Vibrant Free. We saw even the Crimson was obviously that's the I think it was a bigger release, but there was so much demand and it just went. That so the
Hmm.
stuff like that happens. But when you come to a collaboration, you can't explain like a Travis Scott, all blue Travis Scott, um, Oilers, the Oilers Travis Scott, and they literally that had issues because obviously I don't know what they did with that, but the manufacturing company actually messed it up. So there's always going to be issues. But guys, you pay so much money for your sneakers, make sure you check them out.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I saw, I was like, I was two customers behind the guy that I saw at Nike, going over his pair with a magnifying glass. He had his phone in his hand. He was actually showing the Nike employee what he was looking for,
Yeah,
and I wanted to be frustrated, but I understood where he was coming from.
no, hmm
Because on a big release like this, and when I say big release, I mean a hype release, the lines are long. A lot of people, and I'm not vouching for resellers when I say this. A lot of people are picking up multiple pairs. Some people are making assists for friends and family members. Some people are picking up for their kids or their wives or their brother, sister, auntie, uncle, mom. So people also have other things to do. You might see somebody picking up in their work uniform and they got to get back. They only got 30 minutes to pick up this shoe. They got to get back to work or they're gonna get in trouble. So for those reasons, I was a little bit frustrated by the guy holding up the line. But at the same time, like TJ just told y'all, when you paying, and this release was 210 in Georgia, that's 226 and some change. You paying almost $230 for a product. You want it to be the best quality possible. I did a quick examination of my pairs before I actually slid my card, and I was just looking for the tumble.
hmm
I wanted to have either two tumble shoes or two flat shoes. That was my only concern.
hmm
The other stuff is concerning, but I understand. I got a lot of pairs. TJ got a lot of pairs. A lot of y'all that's listening got a lot of pairs. None of us can go through our full collections and say that we don't have any defective shoes.
yep,
It's
yep.
going to happen,
It's going to happen, bro.
especially when you hit on online raffles, you hit on sneakers, and your shoes are coming in the mail. You have
Mhm.
no control over what you get. Either you keep it or you send it back.
And you recently had that with the Khaled fives. You
Yes.
recently saw that with the Khaled five, so you sent it back.
Mm-hmm.
So that
100%.
goes to show, and don't be afraid of sending your sneakers back. At the end of the day, you are. There's a very guilty conscience out there from sneakerheads that feel like they need to keep the sneaker even though it's defective because at the end of the day they feel like if they don't buy it, if they don't keep it, they won't have it. Unfortunately, I'm going to tell you guys the resale on these white cement freezes is gone. It's gone. I I had a potential. I think I had a potential getting one over 20 pounds over retail on the release date, but bro, can you pull out your white cement freeze and show everybody what the back looks like? Because has it got Nike on the back of both of those?
Yeah.
Right. Well, it doesn't have Nike on the back of this, bro.
What in the
And this
bro?
is a
What is
pair that came
that?
out literally. Shout out to the bro Scott. He actually literally sent me this on Instagram, and I pulled this up. This is a pair from this weekend's release. Look at
No,
it,
it's
bro.
not, bro.
Jump man on the back. And what's the production date on that? 2022, bro. 9th or the 8th, 2022.
Come on, bro.
We talk about defective sneakers. This has got the wrong back tab, bro.
You know what?
Red card is coming up, bro. Red card is coming up for this one, bro. The
You know
red
what?
sneaker, justice of sneakers coming out. That is terrible. Now that's what you call a bad QC issue. But you know what? This makes that sneaker a bit more special.
That's a one of one.
Yes,
One of one right there.
one of one, bro.
How does that pass quality control?
You tell me, bro. You tell me. You tell me.
I don't know. That's a oh man. One with the Nike and one with the jump, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Good lord.
but just like we saw with the gold toes had which had the flip side swoosh, upside down swoosh, that was kind of going for crazy numbers. Just like this white cement free, this is the only occasion I would keep that white cement free because it's got Jumpman on the left, Nike on the right, one of one, white cement free, done.
It's
That's a
it's
special sneaker.
it's just like the camo threes that the guy had that had where Jordan had the boner.
You just
Like
reminded me, bro.
you sometimes you gonna get stuff like that. And it's rare that you get major defects like that. But the small defects, bro, the different size animal print or different texture, different thickness on the animal print, or you know, I saw there's the one picture that's going around where one of the guys, the left shoe back tab is a little crooked.
Yeah.
Bro, I got my Nike ID Air Max ones, same thing. The back tab is a little crooked on the left shoe. So something about
They
that
was
left
that
shoe factory, bro.
what's the Jordan 3 you had where the tongue
Desert,
sat crooked?
the
That's
desert
the
elephant.
one.
You want
And
me to
you
show it to you?
yeah,
It's
go
right
for it,
here.
bring it because you were disappointed in that. There's always going to be a little thing here and there that's going to be different on sneakers that is going to kind of upset some people. Let's just be honest. It's very upsetting because you actually do pay a lot of money for. We all pay a lot of money for sneakers, and unfortunately, if it's something wrong with it, it's going to upset you. Let's just be honest.
Yeah. I mean, you can see focus, focus. Okay, let's do it slow.
Okay, it's
There we
focused now.
go. You see, right?
This,
This one is straight.
yeah,
This
that one's
one is
slanted,
not.
bro.
And you can see it. You can clearly see it.
Yeah, but bro, that Desert Elephant 3 is such a dope sneaker, bro. Such a dope sneaker.
I'm selling this shoe.
Really?
Yep. It's got to go, bro.
She, yeah,
It's got to go. I
but
like
like,
it. I saw a couple guys with them on feet yesterday too. They look real dope on feet.
yep.
But yeah, man, I can't do it, dog.
I'm gonna say be like Q. Don't be like me, but be like Q. Make sure if you're not happy with the quality, you get rid of it. And get
And
one that or replacement.
I tried to take it back. No.
Mm,
You know what? I should contact Nike.
yeah,
I-
they might
I'm
give you a
gonna
replacement.
I'm gonna tweet Nike.
Yeah,
That's what I'm gonna
do
do.
that, bro.
I'm gonna
Do
tweet
that, bro.
Nike a picture of that shoe. They gonna ask me where I got it from and blah blah blah. I should still have a receipt around here. I think, matter of fact, I think that's the bag. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Anyway,
It's
yeah,
just
man,
like other things. It just comes to mind, just like what we discovered this podcast of a little while back, where
yeah,
we could actually play this straight off the streaming site. Dope.
yeah. But yeah, man, it's we gonna have issues, y'all. Like you want to try to avoid it as much as you can. Obviously, nobody wants to have defective pairs, but it's common. It's so common. I, we had to talk about it, and look at this. Look. Price is going down, brother.
I know. The price is crashing
Prices
on the
are
white cement free,
going
but
down.
it's good. It's great because you know what's really funny? Jenny didn't cop either. Chat to the sis. Jenny didn't cop, and she's a size 9, and I just told her go and check eBay because you can get one £20 over retail, and she was like, really? Yep. And she just went straight on, like try and look for one. Bro, I'm not even no cap. I love this. I love the fact the prices are not high. Yo, this is another DJ Khaled 5 situation. The DJ Khaled 5 sat around, it's still sitting around, but the White Cement Freeze obviously is a classic OG silhouette, which is not going to sit around. There might be restocks. I think they're going to be definitely be restocks. But
Definitely.
the thing is, if you're a reseller and you got those pairs, everybody who got their pairs got their pairs. You ain't selling that above retail. No way. No way.
Nah, I was predicting the resale to be around 350
Yeah.
average. I don't see pulling that off when someone who knows they can find a pair cheaper online. Now,
Yeah.
the difference is you will be able to see and receive the pair in person from your local retailer or reseller, and you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what the quality issues may or may not be from buying resale online. However, once people start getting these pairs from sneakers and Finish Line and Slam Jam and all the other places that did online raffles, when these pairs start coming in, the price gonna drop a little bit more.
Yep. It always does. It always does. Like 2 3 weeks out, it always drops a bit more. But in the long term, this reminds me of the Black Cement Free. In the long term, it's going to be expensive. Like I'm talking in pounds, it's going to be £350. In long term wise, because it's such a classic colorway. I think it's a dope release. I would if I didn't have the free throw lines, I would have doubled up on it. I'm going to be honest.
This is I think this is a situation where we may see the opposite effect of what we normally have with resale, where it may be good to cop early versus waiting
Yeah,
until
yeah, yeah.
months
This is
down
this
the
is this
line.
is this is a very good. This a very good option to cop early for these. Like I would wait a month and then like look within a month. 2 weeks to a month is what the prime time to get it as low as possible. They ain't sticking around, so obviously if people missed out. They will be going back for pairs. But bro, let me just give you a round of applause, bro. This is for you, bro. That
Wait,
was
wait,
not
wait.
supposed to happen. This is a round of this is a round of applause. That was not supposed to happen. This is a round of applause for Q because when you first got this in hand for 3 months now, because obviously you had the opportunity to try and get it in hand, you said this is there's a lot of pairs of these around, and you said the resale ain't gonna be high. You said it when you saw it. So a round of applause to you, bro.
Yeah,
And
because of the hype, I think
a lot
I've
of people get caught
changed.
up in the hype. A lot of people
No,
get caught up in the hype.
I end up changing my mind on that early prediction. Um, I imagined that it would be more like the Fire Red 3. I don't think it was quite Fire Red. I think it's somewhere in between Fire Red and Lost and Found at this point.
Yep,
But
yep.
obviously, those fake stock numbers of 500,000 were not true. A lot of
No,
W's out here. A lot of
a
W's.
lot. And I'm gonna definitely say this. I think the Europe and EU didn't see as many pairs as you guys in the States because you guys ate. I'm talking you guys ate pairs. A lot of people struggled in Europe and UK, and that was the difference. And that's the only thing I think could possibly push up the resale a bit. But the thing is, the fact that you guys in the States got loads of pairs and they're easy accessible means that you dictate the value of that sneaker because obviously the US is the epicenter for sneakers.
Yo, and also just the decline in the sneaker game as well is contributing to everything that we're seeing right now. Um, Lost and Founds didn't do after release what they were doing pre-release, where people were
Yeah.
paying 1,200, 1,000, 600. They floating around 450, 500 right now based on your size. Um, but they're not sitting like the Fire Red threes did.
No.
I hadn't heard any negative news about them like I did or like we did about the Lost and Found. So it's somewhere in the middle. And shout out to everybody that copped to go on feet.
Yep.
And y'all, some of y'all resellers out here, man, it's not a brick. You can't call it a brick,
No, no,
but
it's
it's not going to do the
it's
numbers
classic.
that you wanted to do.
You know what? This is the only time where it didn't sit, but resale ain't high. So what do you call it? You can't call it a brick because a brick, like brick, is regarded as a sneaker that sits in store. A brick
Hmm.
is regarded like the white cement ones, right? A brick is regarded like the true blue ones. A brick is regarded like the playoff 13s, right? But even though it's blasphemous to say that about those sneakers, and I hate saying that about sneakers. If it sits, it means it's readily available for the normal consumer.
Hmm.
This is what's so special about it, and I love that. But like when you talk about a brick, you can't call the white cement freezer brick, bro, because they're not around anywhere, bro. But the resale ain't high. This period in time is giving an education to these resellers.
Yeah,
It is educating these resellers to a point where they don't know which way to move, bro.
no, they don't, because even there are only small sizes like four, 4.5, five, maybe 5.5, and the really big sizes like 16, 17, 18. Those were the only sizes left on sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
You Most other places didn't get the very small and very big sizes. So it's kind of right in the middle, bro. Is It was a good spot, in my opinion, for this release to land in between the fire red threes and the lost and found ones.
Yeah,
And
I
I love it.
bro, I'm all for sneakers that are really available for everybody to pick up because, like that's the motto of the game. Is I it's the younger sneakerheads been having the opportunity to pick up this classic colorway and this classic sneaker. They might not know the histrionics behind it. It's a normal person that the 503 was such a great sneaker to kind of sit for people, and it was like people could go in the shop, have a look at all of these amazing Jordans, and have a pick and choose of what they want to get, and love to learn and live with it, and not even be worried about the normal consumer is never worried about a hype or a sneaker, but it's like they could just go in and have a look, put it on feet, wear it, like see how it fits, get the right size. And respect it and love to wear it, and then they might be interested in what the meaning behind the sneaker is, where it came from, what Michael Jordan's done in his pastime, what the last dance is. Oh, I want to watch that. I want to watch this new Air movie. Then you start developing sneakerhead attributions, and
Hmm.
that's what it's all about, bro. This is how we advance the culture.
Yeah, and it's for us. I think the exclusivity not necessarily being there is kind of a down to some sneakerheads, but
I
the
don't care.
ability is a up for
I
all
don't
the rest
care.
of us.
I don't care. You know what? You know why? I'm gonna call that a cap. The exclusivity is a huge cap. You know
Hmm.
why? I'm gonna tell you, you know what? I'm gonna sit here now and say anybody that's saying I want my sneakers to be exclusive. All right, okay, it doesn't matter. A P is exclusive. A collaboration is exclusive. A very like short run of a sneaker is exclusive. It's good to have. Sometimes it's good to have some unique stuff. Right this moment in time, with the amount of pairs you've got and I've got sitting here, and we're saying talking about exclusive sneakers, we're capping. You know why? Because we can pull out a sneaker from 5 years back or 6 years back, and nobody's wearing it. That's exclusive. Because I mean, like
Right.
it's like mintage. It's like literally like mintage. As soon as people run through it and it's gone, it's gone. It's not gonna come out. So some of these sneakers, like I'm talking about, like UNC fours in a couple of years, not a lot of people rocking them. You can rock them. Bluebird fives, all like homage to home ones,
Yo, I
even
ain't
though
seen
it's
nobody wearing bluebirds, bro.
I will be
Nobody,
wearing bluebirds and I'll be wearing bluebirds in the summer. Like these sneakers are going to come out, they're going to be run through and they're never coming out. Some of them names I've just given ain't gonna come out ever again. Right.
bro.
So when you talk about exclusivity, that's what exclusivity is. Having sneakers from like years ago that you can rock now and they were easier to get. That's what it's about, bro.
Bro, we could pull out 4-year-old bricks, quote unquote bricks, and put it on right now. and go outside, and people be like, "Oh, what's those? Oh, it's just
Yeah,
the Jordan 8 Tinker that
Bro,
sat on the shelf for 7 months.
what the fives sat, right?
They didn't sit
And
over
I don't
here."
no, they sat in the UK, right?
Mhm.
And now every time I wear this, what the five, I get oh, age or famous or what those.
Yeah,
It's that unique, and
not the
bro,
bad
it's not
one of
even.
those, the good one
Hey,
of those.
you got you're good one of those. Like, yo, damn, I remember those coming out. I wanted to get them. You could have got them because they were sat, but I'm just saying, what the fives is a prime example of you don't. It doesn't need to be limited. It doesn't need to be hyped to be a special sneaker. And when you say you want limitations, that's a cap because you can bring out sneakers from years back and they'll still be limited and it still was a brick and it still was so popular. Every time no, bro, who have you seen a I know I'm rambling on a bit, but have you seen a Bread 13? Have you seen the Bread 13, right?
Hmm.
I've still got it in my rotation. I don't see a lot of people rocking it. As soon as I bring that and that sneaker sat, as soon as I bring that sneaker up, everybody's gonna be like, yo, those are dope. I remember those.
Yeah, I know I got some stuff I look through every now and then, and I say to myself, should I wear this today? Nah, I'll wait. I'll wait another
Mm-hmm.
month, another 2, 3 months maybe, and
Yeah.
I pull out something else that I don't see people wear.
Yeah.
So it really don't matter. But and at the end of the day, you spent your money on it. Okay, y'all know drip is subjective. Okay, I coined that phrase when I do my fit picks now. That's what it is. Drip is subjective. Rock what you like.
Yeah,
Period.
exactly. I'm gonna give you one last example, right? The cool grey fours wore 'em. I think I was out with Scott. He wore his Union fours. Went into the retail shop. One's limited, one's sat. Yeah,
Mm.
cool grey four sat. Let's be honest, right? Even though the price has gone up on them over the years, my cool grey fours in one retailer. Obviously, everybody has their own likes and dislikes and stuff like that. One retailer went in, the attention went all on the cool grey fours. Even though
Hmm.
the Union 4 was a hype sneaker, as a probably more demand exclusive sneaker,
Definitely.
the attention went on the cool grey fours, bro. You don't need to have an exclusive sneaker to be exclusive. You just rock what you like, wear what you like, and I'm gonna be just to end this segment. I'm gonna say variety is always key. You can have hype stuff, you can have GR stuff, but when you have a mixture of both, it's awesome.
Forget how exclusive the shoe is because you are exclusive. Unless you got a twin or triplets out here, you are exclusive.
Then I feel sorry for you. let's
Drip is
go. Let's
subjective.
go into the segment that we always love to do at the end of the show, bro. Come on, let's go in. Let's
We
go in.
going.
It's because
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers.
order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts.
Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty. Welcome back to Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion, and Executioner. Today, Executioner is bringing back the Book of Justice, the Shoe Dog Book of Justice, and we got two court cases on the docket today. One of them, yeah, smacking with that book, bro. Smacking with that, bro. One of them is for a close friend of ours, and one of them is for a celebrity. So, show what do you want to pick first, bro?
Let's do the celebrity first. That'll probably be easier.
Okay, cool. So first up on the docket is Macklemore wearing fake
Oh, yes.
Red Octobers, and those Red Octobers it was thrown into the public, and somebody right this moment in time thinks they got legit, real Macklemore Red Octobers.
Well, I will say this: whoever that person was at a Macklemore concert. So hopefully they follow Macklemore and they heard him admit to those Red Octobers being fake, and he knew they were fake. I shoot him bail for admitting that he knew they were fake. He only paid a couple $100 for them post release
Yeah.
when they were already going for way over retail. Um, Yeezy had already left Nike when he got that pair, and he threw them out to the crowd. We don't know if it's a sneakerhead that got them. We don't know if the person that got them could even wear them. I believe Macklemore is our size too. I think he's a US 11.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I respect him admitting that they were fake. I do not respect him throwing them into a crowd full of people that may not know how to legit check a sneaker and out here flexing with fake Yeezys and might and might get called out and end up having a bad day or a bad week.
I have two questions to this. The first one is, do you think, as a memorabilia, obviously it's going to be like Macklemore memorabilia, so it's going to have value.
Yeah,
But is the value downgraded because it's not real?
definitely.
Because now you can't say, oh, you could say this is a UA fake pair of Macklemore, which I actually got for concert. So the value of it is still significant because of the person associated to it, but it's not significant enough because it's not a real pair.
Right. I mean, we talking about a $20,000 sneaker here.
Yeah.
Now, they might not even be worth what he paid for them, knowing that they're fake.
Yeah.
But he didn't mention autographing them or nothing like that. He just took them off and threw them into the crowd. So he should do this person a solid and try to track down the person that actually got that shoe and signed it to add some value to it for that person.
Yeah, I think you should do one step better. Is get a real pair of Red Octobers, sign them, and give them to the person that.
Ooh, know about that now. Know about that. Like I said, we talk about a $20,000 sneaker right here. Now you gonna spend 20 racks just to give it away? Would you do that?
Well, if I had the money to and I was caught out like this, then I would.
Hey, I mean, Macklemore ain't Mr. Beast, okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this is the equivalent of basically throwing a chain into the crowd and it's fake.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing. So basically, that could have been an era where he was stunting, where everything was fake, and basically you fake it till you make it as a premium is what that is called. So apparently, obviously, he was wearing fakes. So on that charge, bro, I'm gonna just say. Macklemore, you're guilty of wearing fake Red Octobers and giving it to a fan without the knowledge of telling them that they were fake. So basically, they think they have a real pair, and obviously now they are crying because they realize that you kind of duped them. You could fake it till you make it, but always be honest on the way.
Mac, keep your fake sneakers to yourself, my guy. Now, I
Yeah.
watched that episode where he admitted to having the fake Red Octobers, and I gained some love for Macklemore.
Yeah.
I didn't hate him before. Like I said last week, I was a bystander. I wasn't a fan of Macklemore. I never listened to any of his albums in full or anything. I don't think I know any of his music, to be honest with you.
I
But
heard a couple of tunes myself. Heard a couple of tunes myself.
yeah, I know he can rap. I know he's a good rapper. But yeah, bro. Shout out for admitting that they were fake.
Yep.
A bad move, even throwing fake shoes out in the crowd. Man. That's not
I'm gonna say just to end that court case of the docket, do the right thing, get the right sneaker, sign it, give it to the right person that's got them, and if you do that, you all is forgiven. That's the charge for today on that case.
yeah, 20 racks, bro. Just cash out that person 20,000. We can call it even.
No, get him the sneaker. Get him the sneaker. Get him because look, I'm gonna be honest. Matt Lamore's probably got contacts. Matt, he probably can get it probably cheaper than what
He
we
can't.
can.
He can't
He
no
can't.
more. He lost his
He can't?
Nike plug because he took a meeting with Adidas. Yes, that's all. That was another admission that he made on that interview. He was plugged. He's still plugged in with Reggie at Nike. If you don't
Yeah.
know Reggie, just search Reggie and Nike. You'll figure it out. Um, this guy did not have a Jordan deal, but he had a Jordan plug, a Nike plug, and he was getting boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff until he took a meeting with Adidas because he loves shell toes as well. So he took the meeting. Nike found out that he took the meeting, and no more boxes for you, sir.
Oh, talk about fumbling the bag, bro.
Big fumble, big
From
fumble.
bro, if you wanted shelter, just wear some cool teasers.
Facts. That's what I would do.
Next court case today is for one of the bros. I'm gonna bring forward Marcel. So
We should have invited Mars on just for this court case.
he's probably watching this. Marcel, sorry I have to do this. I know you're crying at this moment in time. I know you're hurt because you never caught the white cement freeze. But talk about fumbling the bag. Talk about sleeping on the job. Talk about silence of sleep and missing
I
the
know
EA.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. Bro, you know the EA was coming out. You should have been more aware. I feel sorry for you. I really do. I really, really do, bro. I'm really sorry for you. But the resale isn't too high, so you can cop, which is great. But I really do feel sorry for you. But you really slept on the job, bro. You had one job to do, and you messed it up. And he did. He got the exclusive access. 2 hours later, it was gone, and then he didn't cop on the weekend. That's a horrible weekend. I don't want to give Marcel the guilty charge for sleeping on the job, but you slept on the job, bro. You
know
actually
what?
slept on the job. I'm sorry for you, bro. I really am. I'm not trying to. I'm not taking a piss. I'm just literally saying I'm feel sorry for you, bro.
We'll give Mars a sneaker citation on this. Because we know exclusive access is rare.
Yeah.
Unless you have multiple accounts. I didn't get exclusive access. I was there. I was in the app refreshing, checking my email, go to the Nike app, check my inbox to see
Bro, I went to the streets. I don't care. I missed out. I went to the streets. I was hunting.
I wanted to fit. When the exclusive access came, even though I knew I didn't get exclusive access, I was still going to make sure that I didn't get exclusive access. I had to reassure the L on the exclusive access, so just to make sure I didn't miss out.
Yeah, I don't want to give him this. I really don't want to sit here and say this. I don't want to dig it into him.
No,
I don't want to.
But bro. It's a citation.
You only had one job, bro. You only had one job. One. Yo, the Eminem song. One take, one shot, bro. You only had one job, bro.
Mars.
I feel sorry for you, bro.
Mars. Sneaker Casual DM. I'm gonna call you by your Instagram. Mr. Sneaker Casual DM. You blew it, bro. EA, dog. You had
that's
EA.
Painful. That's painful.
And you
bro.
slept
That's
through
so
the
painful.
EA. Did you? I see. I gotta have a conversation with Mars now. Did he know when the EA was coming? Do you have Twitter, Mars? Do you follow the appropriate accounts to let you know?
He knew, bro. He knew because I dropped it. I kind of said it on the live, I think, as well. EA's coming tomorrow. He saw it, but he slept through it. This is why I'm bringing him to court, bro.
And
this is why I'm bringing him to court.
When you get EA, they notify you the day before that you have EA.
No. They on the Europe EA comes out the day, bang, you got EA. It comes as a message.
Okay.
The only time I missed EA, It's a bit different because obviously we knew 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the Europe and 8 o'clock here we was getting EA. So everybody knew that. And unfortunately Mars missed out. But EA just appear. The only one time I missed on EA was for the Jordan 1 back in the day. I think it's the Chicago looking Jordan 1, but in blue. It's got it's the royal blues, right? I missed out on that because obviously I was in the train and I got out, so I had exclusive access and it sold out. But I still managed to got the sneaker on the release date, or my missus did. But like I was thankful for that. But bro, like, sheesh, the fact that you knew you was getting EA, or not, you knew that EA was gonna happen, and you slept, bro.
See, over here, they notify you the day before that you have the EA, and they tell you that you need to get in there and try to secure your size before it's gone. So you know when it's coming.
We don't know that. Well, basically, what we do is we get a notification on our phone saying you have EA. You have to go into the app and actually buy it straight away. That's the only difference at that moment in time. And if it's sold, it's sold. And from EA, you can work out what the sneaker's going to do, because some EAs come and they stick around all day. Some EAs come and just vanish.
So you know what? I don't want to charge Mars. He got that citation. You got that citation, Mars.
Yeah.
Just for sleeping through the EA. But I want to charge Nike for not practicing the same method there that they do here by notifying people early. That's not cool. So I place probably 60% of the blame on Nike, but Mars, that 40% is worth a sneaker citation, sir. You take that citation and you take a nap on it like a pillow.
Citations.
And the fine is now you have to pay resale for the white cement 3.
Yeah, it's only 20 or 30 pounds or dollars or euros above. So don't worry, bro. It's going down. Just keep an eye on it. You will get your pay. Don't worry.
This man got a self-inflicted L. God damn. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's bad.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers.
Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Hey.
Charging. I wouldn't charge somebody for missing a shot drop, because you may not see that coming as easily as you can see an exclusive access that's been given to you over here. But the way they do it over there, by just dropping the exclusive access and you don't know until the moment that it happens, that's not fair.
It's not fair, but due to Twitter, due to Instagram, due to the cook groups, they all know, bro. On Wednesday, we knew that the back end of Sneakers App had loaded the EA for the White 7.3s. On Thursday, we knew it was coming out on that. Was it Friday they gave it EA, or whatever day it was? We knew the EA was getting dropped in that morning. Everybody was checking the app in the morning, except for little old Marcel, who was sleeping.
Listen, man,
Bro, we're not taking the piss. We're not taking the piss. It's hurtful. I know it's hurtful, but yeah, it is what it is. Bro.
Just a little bit of a troll for you there, Mars. I didn't make the commercial for you, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna say one thing though for sure. Marcel is fed up of Nike and sneakers at the moment. He said he might give up on Nike.
He's a casual guy anyway, so I'm pretty sure he gets just as much enjoyment out of his Sambas and his campuses and stuff that he gets out of some of the Jordans that he copped to.
Yeah, don't give up, Marcel. Definitely, there's more sneakers coming. Like there's more dope sneakers coming as well. So just keep with it. You'll definitely get pairs. You definitely get pairs. But it's always good to give a dig to the bros when they mess up, and like we kind of, it's called banter. Let's just say it's banter.
Yeah, and we are there are enough of us in our group, our immediate group, to kind of, we are kind of our own cook group in a way, because we pass information to each other and whatnot. But I ain't got none of this. I ain't got none of this. Got none of this.
On that note, bro, you want to call it, bro?
Yeah, man. Episode 58, Shoot Dog Podcast. We here, man. Oh, by the way, if y'all out there hating, it's not gonna work. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Great month, week, month, year. Shout out to the bros. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Shoot Dog Podcast, episode 58 for TJ, for myself. We out of here, man.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Yeah.